This underwater city builder has been on my list for a long time. This is Life Below, and I think it's one of the most interesting sort of city builder concepts that has emerged over the last couple of years. So, this is what we start with. It's not a whole heck of a lot. We have got a couple of little sort of coral resource piles here, and what we can do is we can start to allocate them for collection. They're going to be collected by these little, I think they're called sprite things. Yeah, the water sprites. There we go. Anyway, we're going to get all of these collected. We've got some pearls and also some coral matter that we are going to be able to collect and ferry into the reef heart. This is going to be the sort of core of our city, and we are going to expand from here. Now, before we go any further, I should say that this video has been sponsored by the publisher. Thank you very much, Quesado Games, for sponsoring this video. You can check out a link to the game down in the description below. It is releasing today, so again, link down in the description. Go and check it out. So we've got a couple of different things to build sort of straight away, and also a little area to explore. There's a few more of these resource piles, which I guess I will immediately queue up, but we can see that we've got some sprite actions, fine, cool. We've also got some sprout coral. They can only be placed on sprout nodes, and they produce coral matter used for building new structures. So that is this over here, and it looks like there is another area over there that we can go and get access to. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, this is currently out of range for me, which is not exactly ideal. So as you can see, we've got a little sort of like zone of control that we are able to exert, little energy range, which is fine, but at the present moment we are not able to extend that out to this building over here. So we're clearly going to need to get ourselves a brand new building, and that is going to be the moon coral, in order to expand the range of our grid system, which is good. Okay, give energy to all three structures. Is there a structure over here as well? There's a clam over there. That's cool. Let's get you expanded too. There's also some more goodies that we can pick up. Absolutely going to do that. That is fine. Also worth noting, this moon coral produces 5 power just in and of itself, and we always need to make sure that that the network that we provide to the power that we provide to the entire network is above what we are consuming. So that is grand. Okay, next objective is to build a clam. Happy to do that. We need to place it on a rock surface. I guess we will try and make this the sort of clammy area. Not clammy in the sense of sweaty, but more clammy just in the sense of clam focused, I suppose. Anyway, let's get that built. Clams, of course, are going to give us pearls. Fantastic. Coral matter coming from these sprout corals, which is grand. Okay, collect 130 coral matter and collect 50 pearls as well. I think we can do both of those things. There are some well springs over here. This is going to give us some sprite souls. Now, at the moment, I've got 4 out of 4 water sprites, but as things start to get, you know, more complex, we're probably going to want to get ourselves a few more. I'm also going to see, are there any other... No, just that one. There's no other nodes that I can use to extract coral, which is a shame, but we want as much coral generation realistically as we possibly can. Also, I should note about the temperature and the pH levels. Currently, everything is, you know, everything is tickety-boo, everything is chill. However, well, not too chill, actually. Just the right temperature. There is a safe temperature range. However, as we expand to different sort of regions, look at that. It's volcanic, it's hot, it's spicy. We're gonna get to that, and we're gonna go and deal with it. All right, we've got a little bit of story, but I am mostly going to be skipping through the story because I really just want to show off as much gameplay as I possibly can, and that will hopefully be, there we go, hopefully be perfect for us. Okay, the Lost Sprite quest. We will absolutely do that. Let's go and accept the quest. Boom. Cool. Hey, did you take it? It's my shiny thing. I saw it first. I moved until I get it back. You seem to be the lost spirit of some kind of collector. Possibly a decorator crab. Indeed. You might, in fact, be a decorator crab. We give you literally a whole bunch of pearls, and that makes you very happy. I guess that makes me happy as well. Boom. Ooh, yes. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so it's going to be a growth coral and an essence coral, both of which we should be able to build and place into the world, which I am very interested in doing. Let's have a little look. So the essence coral produces growth essence, which is used to study growth. Okay, and then we've also got growth coral allows you to grow the knowledge of your reef. Each growth coral increases the study rate. Okay, so this is like research, basically. Provides one-time study rate. That's cool. And essence coral as well. Do we want to build this anywhere specifically? I guess there, so we can maybe see if we can squeeze some more in. I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily any right or wrong reason, right or wrong location as to where we build all of these various things. We got our essence coral up and running now, which is great. Look at that. We are going to get some growth essence, and then the growth essence, I believe, should be fed into this facility right over here, which is perfect. Okay, study the crafter growth and build a crafter. It would be my great pleasure. Okay, so we got a tech tree here. At the moment, it's very, very small, but it is going to expand rather greatly. In order to unlock a crafter, which is going to allow us to craft some items, it's going to cost me some growth essence, and also, I think there was some pearls there as well, but we had a cheeky little stockpile of pearls that we were able to get, into the correct location. Also, I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to get some more essence coral. Since I've got the ability to build all of these things, I might as well sort of throw it down. How am I doing for energy? Energy we're still fine for, 51 out of 70, so we still have a balance of 19, which is quite nice. We need 30 growth essence, so yeah, absolutely feels like the right thing to do. Oh, are we out of energy? Yeah, we might be out of energy. That's fine. Let's see if we can try and zone some additional... Yeah, some additional moon corals. I'm going to just try and cover this entire rocky surface. I don't think we can build on the sand. Yeah, I'm going to try and cover the entire rocky surface just with a sort of baseline of these moon corals, so that if I do want to build any additional infrastructure around here, we can kind of just build it straight away and not have to worry about the power grid. But there's nothing wrong with clustering these guys, and we probably will, I guess, do that at some point. Energy network, yep, that's what's red. It's not ideal. It's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that soon. We have got plenty of growth essence that is not being moved across, almost like we need some more water sprites. We currently do not have the build ability. I don't know, the movement ability. Yeah, we need some more workers. That's absolutely going to be critical for us. But hey, the growth crafter has been unlocked. So let's go and build this. Let's go and put you over here. And let's pump up the priority to make sure that all of my resources are going towards it. Yeah. And that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Look at that. We're maxing out the amount of growth essence that we're getting in the essence corals. We can start the next bit of research, can't we? A sprite well, 50 growth essence, 10 pearls, 15 coral matter. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll do it just so that I can start emptying this stuff up. Seems like a good thing to do. I still need some more coral matter, which, unfortunately, we cannot accelerate. We can't accelerate any quicker extraction of said coral, but that's okay. All right, the crafter has been built. Good news is that the next objective I'm already halfway through, because it turns out it was literally just to do that research, but that's great. Okay, so now that gets us... that gets us the sprite well. We can place the sprite well on the well springs. Currently, we have got 2 of them. I'm going to build 2 of them. That is fine. And this is going to allow me to make some more sprites, which is very, very useful. However, in order to make more sprites, we're actually going to have to use this crafter over here. Now, currently, we can't craft anything, but we will be able to craft something, presumably, as soon as we finish up with this little objective here. And all it's going to require is... yeah, a little bit more coral. Perfect. That's all that we need in order to get everything sorted here. Yeah, we're kind of hoarding too many pearls in these clams. Yeah, again, it's a workforce issue. That's the issue that we've got. Also, how are we doing for energy? We are still fine, but a little bit borderline. Okay, craft a sprite egg. As I say, the way that we do that is literally through here. A sprite soul used to craft water sprites. Excellent. That's fine. Let's see if we can try and go and combine them with some pearls. Sprite soul. Great. Make as many as we possibly can. Boom. Let's do it. And then, after we have built said egg, it's going to be taken to the sprite pool and turned into a sprite, which is phenomenal. So currently at 4 sprite wells, we've got capacity to get up to 7 now, which is marvelous. Provides 1 sprite soul, provides 2 sprite souls. That's where we're getting the sprite souls in order to get the eggs. And there we go, we're up to 5 now, which is pretty darned good. Okay, study anemone and algae coral growth. Let's do it. I don't think that we're going to have any issues with this at all. We are in a bit of a sort of pearl deficit at the moment, but I think we will be just fine. Power, yeah, we need to keep an eye on power, but we're actually completely fine. Build 2 anemones and build 3 algae corals. Sure. Algae coral produces algae which serves as food for most species of wildlife. Producing too much can be dangerous. Okay, let's do it. It does have a power upkeep cost as well, which I should probably take into account. And as such, we'll build some additional moon coral. I think I should have most of the resources required to do that. But the algae, yep, algae is good. That is what we like. There we go. Look at this. A little overview of exactly how much algae, current algae amount. That's how much algae we want to have. We don't have too much. We don't have too little. It's sort of like right in that sweet spot, which is what we're aiming for. And you know what? Let's not place it right next to one another. Let's just do that. And then, after we have got ourselves some lovely, lovely, lovely food for the fishes. There we go. Look at that. Current algae amount is moving on up. We will get an anemone. And that should be able to get constructed real quick. And then from there, we should... Oh, I need to get one more of these, don't I? Yeah, go nab that. Yeah, one more of those, and then one more anemone as well. Yeah, cool. We got a good number of resources, I feel. It's all coming in. It's all quite organized. And this is just like, we can see there's like a little mini-map up here. But, yeah, it's like a microcosm of what we're going to be able to expand to. We're going to be able to get crazy big, which is very, very nice. Okay, harvest 2 seagrass. Seagrass are the tufts of grass that grow naturally in the sand. Yep, we have got them over here. And we are going to use these bits of seagrass to craft into something, hopefully, that the fish will enjoy and relish the opportunity to eat, and hopefully they come here and decide to settle down. So we harvest that, we jump into crafting. Here we can now use the seagrass that we've just collected in order to make a seagrass lure. Combine it with some pearls. Fantastic. Make as many as we can. Boom. Let's get those suckers crafted. And then after we have made them, we will have the opportunity to... where do we do it? Is it... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here. In lure storage. There we go. Yeah. We grab this and we will place you down. I don't know, like, we'll place down 2 of them? Sure. What the heck? And we can actually see the, yeah, use the seagrass lure to attract 10 clownfish or Bangai cardinal fish to your reef. And just like that, there we go. We have managed to attract 10 fish or 20 fish, which is very nice. The reef is getting a bit cramped. Hardly room to stretch my fins. Hey, don't complain. This is good. We got a good thing going here. We got a good thing going. Anyway, we are going to try and expand. Absolutely, that is something that I'm going to try and do. We need to... What is that? Study the evolved reef heart growth. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. So, habitats. We can get different sort of habitats for different styles of fish. Evolved reef heart. Sure, unlocks the ability to purchase tier 1 zones and increase the reef heart capabilities. Absolutely, I will take that. And honestly, I think we're going to be able to get all of the resources that we need pretty darned quick. There's also a whole bunch of other types of coral that we're going to be able to unlock. These types of coral can manipulate the temperature of the ocean, the acidity of the ocean. Very, very cool. Sea turtle Cove and turtle grass. I wonder what that does. I wonder what that does. Anyway, a little bit of extra resource that is required here in order to make this all work. That's fine. Look at this. Everybody is perfectly in sync as soon as we have any resource growing. There we go. Everybody goes. Just gets the job done. Marvelous. That's what we like to see. Oh yeah, I should also as well note that the anemone here, yeah, you can store 10 wildlife. Only 10, mind you. I mean, we can get more, but then we have to supply more algae, and we have to worry about balance. We really do have to sort of worry about balance. Anyway, all of the resources for the next bit of research have been supplied. I've got loads and loads of coral matter, actually. Coral matter coming out the flipping wazoo. I think I'm going to try and just build a few more bits of moon coral so that we've got a little bit more sort of power buffer, because at the moment it's a little bit close. It's not, not the end of the world if we do end up hitting that, but we want to give ourselves a little bit more buffer, which is what we're going to do. Right. As your reef grows, it becomes harder to track every zone. Open the zone overview panel to have a little look. Okay, let's evolve the reef heart. Let's go bigger. Cool. Study the storage coral growth. Okay, well, I can absolutely do that. And that looks like it's over here. 100 growth essence. 20 pearls. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, to be fair, I would really like the ability to store additional resources. That seems pretty darned useful. Okay, you've spent all your biodiversity to gain more, lure more wildlife. Fine. So, biodiversity is used to study new growths, expanding the reef's limit. You get biodiversity by housing wildlife. New species of wildlife give extra. 6 unspent biodiversity and 6 spent biodiversity, which is okay. Right, we can maybe look at purchasing another area. It's going to cost me some pearls, and it's going to cost me some biodiversity as well, and that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got the evolved reef heart, so we're good to do that. But we just need a little bit more biodiversity in order to get that unlocked. Storage coral, yes, this is going to be storage capacity for literally flipping everything. I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, do I want to get some more? I'll get some more pearl production. We're a little bit low on pearls at the moment, but I think that's just a temporary shortcoming. I don't think that's going to end up being, permanent for us. Anyway, I'm going to get some more algae here. Yeah, get a few more, and then let's get 2 more anemones. Sure, that seems like a good thing to do. I don't think... We'll make sure that the storage coral is still prioritized. Yeah, it's also a drop-off location. A drop-off and pick-up location. So this could be really, really useful if we want to set this kit up in a different area, where we're far away and we don't want to supply all the way back to the reef heart. It's not, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world at the present moment, but, yeah, just food for thought. Right, I think we want to get, as I say, we're going to try and prioritize this. We're a little bit low on, well, pretty much everything, but that's okay. I want to progress the storage quest. Also, it's going to be good to have additional storage. Then let's get you prioritized, and you prioritized. We'll get both of these prioritized so that we can, just actually grow more pearls. That's kind of the objective, I think. And then we will see what our next objective is. What is this? Own 1 zone. Develop 1-2 zones to 20% development. Yeah. I have, at the moment, a stable ecosystem. The amount that Shoreline Gulf is developed, that is this area. This is Shoreline Gulf. It's developed to 29%. And at 90% developed, it becomes a stable ecosystem. Fine. Determined by the number of structures that we have in the zone. Also... we've got some more water sprites. Let's jump on into the crafter, and let's immediately see if we can try and get ourselves some more water sprites by using a bunch of those pearls that we've got. Yeah, lots of additional algae coming our way, which is marvelous. And a few more anemones, just to make sure that everybody can get settled. We can do some wildlife migration, by the way, if that's something that we want to do around our different areas. We will probably want to do something like that in the future, but for now, you know, we don't necessarily need to worry about it too much. Anything? Oh, you only cost 3. You only cost 3 biodiversity. There's this spooky zone. Desolate Fjord. I'd rather not, to be honest. But that's fine. We're still on 0 flippin' pearls. Goodness me. Right, just zoned 2 more anemones. I hope that's going to be enough to get us enough little biodiversity boosts to get us across the line. The other thing that I can do, evolved anemone, and improved anemones, more clownfish, a fish hollow. Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to do that, but I require a little bit more biodiversity in order to make that happen, so I'm afraid that's a no bueno for right now. I've just realized I'm placing all of these flippin' anemones, but I'm not placing any lures. Well, you know what? Great. That's that's why we don't have any fish joining us. That's exactly why. Also, I'm probably gonna need to get some more algae on the go. Look at that. Immediately about 1 billion biodiversity coming our way. Also, look at how busy and luscious this reef now looks. This is fantastic. And if we have a little look at the relocation overview, we can see that we've got 70 out of 80 anemones actually filled, which is not too shabby. Okay, I think what we want to do is we want to unlock this Inferno Archipelago. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Excellent. Okay, so this is going to almost certainly have some issues for us. I mean, it just looks bad, doesn't it? Looks a bit grim. Yeah, reef view, ocean view, etc. We have got a couple of different things to consider. What is this? A hydrothermal vent. We can clean that, maybe. So we need to develop this zone somewhat. Can I do some chill coral? Yes, I can. It requires 1 biodiversity to do. But I think we're going to do that, because if we have a little look here, you can see at a glance that we are currently above the maximum temperature that we need to safely sustain life. So if I was to build anything in here, I mean, I guess we can kind of do it, because we're going to need to extend our power grid into this area. If I was, for example, to build something here, we would pretty much instantly start to see it dissolve, denature, be unhappy. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Immediately starting to happen. Moon coral might be providing power, but it's pretty flippin' sad. However, we can chill this area down by utilizing some chill corals. Very, very nice. We're going to do that. That's going to drop the temperature by 2 degrees. And what's the temperature over here? 26. So I think if we drop it with 3, let's drop it with 3 and see if that's enough. We can then expand a little bit later. We can expand to another chill coral if we need to. Yeah, so we're now down to 32. That's not too shabby. And you are very upset. You're not in a good place. But thankfully, you've not started losing any HP yet. That's good. And now we're at 28. Okay. Yeah, so anywhere between 23 and 29 is a safe range. So that's good. Right. Let's have a little look at what we can do with the moon coral. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So all the way over to here is good. And then let's also get ourselves a storage coral right in the center there so that we don't constantly have to keep going back and forth. I think this is like a good sort of like central location. And we need to just increase the number of structures that we have built in this zone. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're also going to try and fill this area with algae and corals and fishes because, well, that's what we need to do in order to get more biodiversity. Let's make sure that we've got a good sort of grid system. Yeah, so there was this... Yeah, you haven't studied clean structures growth. There's another hydrothermal vent over there, presumably, yeah, going to produce electricity, if we can make that work. Let's prioritize this here. We're also completely out of pearls yet again. I'm thinking that that's maybe something that we want to try and fix. Yeah, let's... In fact, you know what? If we're going to get more pearls, why don't we just get more... Why don't we get more pearl growth? More pearls over here. Let's do it. I mean, sure, we've got a lot of stuff queued up. I realize it's a little bit... It's a little bit of a bad look to have so many buildings on the go. Look at you. You're happy again. Great. You're going to get back to, hopefully, full happiness pretty darned quick, which is quite nice. And then, what are we up to? 6%? Easy peasy. We'll also get ourselves just, I don't know, 4 anemones for now? Sure. The good news is we also should have this storage coral right over here, which is perfect. Sprout nodes or patches, especially fertile seafloor. Oh, that's where flippin' we can get the sprout coral. I should have checked. Is there any other... There absolutely are other sprout coral locations over here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what we need. That is what we need. You do not have power by the looks of things. That's because this moon coral hasn't been built yet. Yes, I realize there's a lot of moon coral stuff that needs to happen, but that's okay. Hey, look, main thing, we got a storage facility right in the center of town, and that's gonna allow us to much more quickly get everything done. Cool. All right, let's do a little bit more resource harvesting whilst we are waiting for all of that construction to happen. Basically because I would like some more lures to be made. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Yes, I am happy with that. Also, what can we do with this? Ooh, large red grass. Yeah, so this is going to allow us to get some additional different types of lures, which I'm interested in exploring. Let's see if we can try and grab as many as we can. Is that it? Yes, that is it. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're still waiting for like 1 billion bits of copper. Copper? No, coral. Can I prioritize this sprout coral? Yeah, let's prioritize that sprout coral. And there was another sprout coral somewhere, but it's presumably not going to be within the electricity grid. Let's go to craft, and then we can get some of these. Yes, 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 yes. Large or shiny? Large gives us more wildlife, but it looks like it's the same wildlife. But we don't know what the wildlife is. Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully they can all live in anemones. Not sure about that. We'll have to wait and see. We're about to hit that 20% marker. Also, we are a little bit too hot again. So, if we're a little bit too hot again, then we just have to take sort of like urgent action. And we just have to throw in a whole bunch of resources real quick to try and get this cooling facility built basically as quickly as we possibly can. Does the algae heat up the ocean? Maybe it makes it a little bit thicker and a little bit hotter. I don't know. I also feel like there's just a lot of volcanoes, so therefore it's always going to be a little bit spicy, a little bit hot. That's completely fine. We can deal with that. Right, so just finished getting this area up to, what is that, 20 development. We occasionally do have to face, like, environmental hazards. So, for example, it's about to get really, really hot in this shoreline gulf area. So I have built some chill corals and just turned them off, which hopefully will be enough to kind of arrest the heat wave. As you can see, hazard, you sense heat rising from the earth. Absolutely, and so we want to try and fix that. We do have a little bit of time before it actually pops, so that's cool. Also, this area is looking real good, and in fact, it's looking so good that I think it is probably time. Yeah, there we go. What did I want to get? I wanted to get some large ones. Sure. Did I not harvest more? I'm sure I harvested more. That's fine. We'll get some more made up. And then we'll just get them deployed, which I think is going to be great. Okay, hazard is about to arrive. What's the temperature going to do? Temperature is increasing a little bit, but we've still got a little bit of buffer zone. 23 to 29, that's the zone. We will We will fix that if we need to. Large red grass lure. So this is going to give me 30, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 30 to 36. And each of these can house 10. So this is absolutely flippin' perfect. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's do that. Okay, unhoused... What's this? Unhoused... Fish? Build more fish hollows? Oh, I see. You attract fishes as well. And presumably they don't live in anemones. That's okay. Well, we'll get ourselves a fish hollow. To be honest, we probably should be able to get that research done pretty soon. So we might not even see that much death. Oh, it's very, very spicy. It's hot here. And in fact, yep, everybody is now starting to complain. That's okay. We will just turn on you. And we will turn on you as well. I have prepared for this exact moment. And therefore, we have been richly rewarded. Nice. The reef heart is losing comfort. Shouldn't be losing comfort for long. Shoreline Gulf is experiencing a heat wave, and it's still a little bit hot. That's annoying, but not necessarily the end of the world. Let's build another chill coral. We'll put that right up at a priority there, just so that we can get the job done. And hopefully that will fix everything and everybody. Have we got anybody staying at these anemones? No. No, we do not. It looks like fish are the only... Okay, disable this then. Disable it for now. It's literally just fish. Okay, well, now we know. Excellent. Great. We have succeeded in saving this... succeeded in saving this area. Or at least we will have. Oh, there we go. Temperature's dropping right off. And in fact, it might drop down so much. You can actually see because of the heat wave component right there. By hovering over. Yeah, we're probably going to need to disable this. And also disable that. And I guess just stop building. Just stop building that then. Sure. No issues there at all. Okay, we got a wildlife quest. Sure. Migrate 10 clownfish from Shoreline Gulf to the archipelago. That should be easy enough for me to do because... Yeah, relocate wildlife from Shoreline Gulf right over to there. Easy peasy. Let's do it. And then they're going to swim across here, hopefully, and that will be great. Also, fish hollows have now been built. Let's throw down, I don't know, probably like 3 of them. I mean, if we're luring... Oh, I thought I disabled that. Maybe you can't. Yeah, okay, maybe you can't be... Once we start luring, I guess we can't stop luring. Whatever the case, should be alright. We'll get some more... We'll get some more of these lures deployed in a little bit as well. There we go. Go craft some more. Do you want a large one? Does it matter? Shiny red grass? We do not have shiny red grass. We can only make the large ones. That's fine. Cool. Yoink. Yoink. And yoink. So what have we got living here now? We have got fish hollows. Fish hollows are basically fully occupied. Anemones are 10 out of 40. Great. We've completed the quest. And that gives me 5 biodiversity and 75 coral matter. Don't mind if I do. Wildlife is leaving the Infernal Archipelago because, yep, you're unhoused. That's kind of what we expected. And then, yeah, we bring in a whole load of fish from that. That's really, really good. Okay, so we've got like 19 biodiversity at the moment. Develop 1 to 4 zones to 30% development. No problem at all. And actually, I was thinking about purchasing a brand new area anyway. Because every time I like scroll over this area, it obviously changes color to account for what type of zone it is. And it was going all dark. And I don't want it to be dark. I want it to be bright. So, let's get this out here. I would very much like to do... Yeah, I think I would very much like to do another storage coral situation here. And I know it's a big investment. It's absolutely worth it, though, I think. Also, that is a sprite well right in there. And obviously, we have got a sprout coral location here. And actually, you are just hiding from me right in the corner there, buddy. But that is another sprite coral location. Thank you very much. And in fact, make sure that this is right up at the top of the priority list so that we get this done and then we can move ourselves out and about. Good. Good. Okay, can we expand over here? No, we need the next level of reef heart growth. That's fine. I don't think that we can go in here. We need to, yeah, progress the story. We can do this area, the Polar Straits. Wildlife capacity. You can fit a lot of wildlife in this zone. Cool. But probably more importantly, we're going to have to unlock some new tech in order to get access to that area. Also, things have expanded. We've got even more fish storage solutions. Go and unlock the heat hollow. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's good. And also, I did end up canceling them, but I'm going to end up redoing them over here. Whole bunch of clams. Yeah, a whole bunch of clams around the storage coral. I think that's a sensible idea to ensure that we're able to get deliveries sorted really, really quickly. Yeah. Meanwhile, how's this area coming along? It's looking good. It's looking real good. Moon coral, we need to get moon coral over here. Does this cover? Does that cover you? I don't even know. Yeah, I think that'll cover you. Let's see. No. Yeah. Oh, we are actually over capacity for energy. That's the issue. That's the entire issue. Let's do... There we go. Let's just get some more moon corals. That's fine. I mean, we need the development in this sector anyway, so no big deal. We also need a little bit more, just the teensiest, tiny little bit more over here as well. But is there anything... I mean... Like, a few more clams would probably push me over the 30%... The 30% criteria over there. So that's good. Power-wise, yeah, this is clearly going to have to go. We're going to have to get this plant out of here in order to get another moon coral right in the center in order to ensure that the Sprite Well has got access. Cool. Is there any other area that gives me Sprite Wells? That looks like it's got a boulder on it, which I don't think I'm going to be able to budge. This area over here, that's a Sprite Well there. That's a Sprite Well and another Sprite Well, but again, that looks like it's got a boulder on it. Okay, I think this area is the next one. Yeah, let's go and grab that. Not a whole heck of a lot of stuff here, to be honest with you. That's fine. We're okay with that. But the stuff that is worth us getting, we are of course going to get. I'm going to try and do... I think I'm going to try and do a storage coral in the center of each of these different blocks. Seems like the smart thing to do, you know, to allow us to have just a little... Oh, what's the issue here? Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, so temperature-wise, we've got a little bit... We're a little bit over the top. And also... we are a little bit too... We're a little bit too low on the pH scale. So let's immediately do some research. So alkaline is going to increase the pH value, which is, I think, what we want. So let's go and do that. And then we'll build everything. I mean, there might be a little bit of uncomfort, you know, a little bit of health loss, whatever. We can, I think, tolerate that whilst we get this research done. Really, really lickety-split. Yeah, we need to balance the pH value in this zone before we can restore. Strong currents are forming in the desiccated reef. Oh boy, okay. Silt storm is devastating desiccated reef by stressing out the structures. Well, the good news is that nothing was really that built. So let's try building 2. Bump that right up to the top priority for a while. There we go. Where's my chill coral? You need to be prioritized as well, buddy. Reclaim storage. Reclaim that. Reclaim that. We can build all this stuff later. It's fine. It's fine. But for now, we just absolutely categorically need to sort out the... Yeah, okay. That's very problematic, actually. Because that will cut me off. Yeah, can we clean this up? Yeah, we'll have to clean that up. Okay, so now you get prioritized. And you get prioritized as well. This is a bit of an issue. How are we doing? Okay, that's actually fine, you know? It's actually fine. We just need a little bit more pH. But the good news is that health is going to stop draining so quickly because we are closer to the objective. There we go. Prioritize that. Where does that take us? It takes us, like, within... We're so close. We're so close. Okay, so everybody should be a little bit happier. The good news is that we've got the chill. We've got the chill under control, which is great. Let's go back to getting more moon corals. There we go, in order to make sure that everything is fed. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, we can heal if we want to. That is A-okay. And in fact, I will heal these. God, the restoration cost is... It's quite steep, but I suppose it's my own fault. Right, well, we'll get a sprite well there. We will get a storage coral right in the center here. That's real good. And again, we will push our storage capacity right up to the max, which is an added advantage of building so many of these different things. Right, so you are at 21%. We need to get this to 30. What do we want to build here? I mean, there's an obvious case to be building some anemones and just getting the biodiversity up. It's pretty easy to do that, to be honest. Can I do... Yeah, reclaim all this stuff here. This stuff, like, spreads. It'll continue expanding on empty tiles until the zone is developed enough. Yeah, this stuff spreads like crazy. That's okay, though. We'll just clear enough to get some algae in here. Silt storm. What is that doing? Not a huge amount. Is this all connected, by the way? I was going to say, these grids do not look connected. That is something that can absolutely change. Also, how are we doing in terms of water sprites? Have we got... Yeah, we got some more sprite souls. So, let's go and craft some more... There we go. Craft some more sprites out. That's great. Love the big expansion that we've got going on here. This is perfect. This is exactly what we need in order to take this area to the next level. And a huge 30%, I think, is very doable. Very, very doable there. What have we got here? Ooh, orange grass. We've not had orange grass before. So let's go and yoink all of that for lure purposes. This needs to get built like yesterday. Because that is why the storage coral cannot be activated. What's the orange lure going to bring in? I guess we haven't harvested it yet. That's fine. There's probably quite a lot of jobs, to be fair, on the list, which is why it's important that we get more water sprites. Also, speaking of, do I want to get this unlocked? I will get this unlocked. Sure. Oh, it just looks chilly here, doesn't it? Looks really, really chilly. And then before we actually go in, we will... Oh, I did get the heat coral. Already got that sorted. Right, well... Given that we know the issues here, let's be sensible about this. Let's be sensible about this. Looks like we need to go in from the top. So moon coral, moon coral. We're going to stay, like, borderline as we can. And then we'll get, like, 2 heat corals. And eventually this will be within the sort of network. So that's cool. This wellspring. Yep, we are absolutely going to go and yoink that. Harvest this, harvest this. And can I make some lures now? I can. These all look like fish, which is no shade against fish. Don't get me wrong. We love fish. It's just going to mean that I have to get a fish hollow, which is absolutely fine. There we go. Good. 4. Yeah, 4 seems totally fine. 4 seems fine. And are we... Wow, we're actually completely sorted in the polar strait. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated. Okay, well, let's be kind of tactical about this. We don't necessarily need to get an expansion into this area done immediately. What is this? A hydrothermal vent. Ice tile. Yeah, we don't need to be going in here, but we should come in and we should get, you know, any sprout coral nodes if there are. Doesn't look like there are. Sad times. But you know what? At least there's a wellspring, so we can go and get that. That's, yeah, that's worth doing. That's worth doing for sure. Okay, let's, after this is all built, let's see if we can try and go and get ourselves some new and improved fish. And you know what? I would love to get, a large one. Shiny, cool, large, great. Let's go. Just get them all. Just get as many bits and bobs as we possibly can. Right, am I going to get this area to 30%? I don't know. You're at 31. That's great. You are at 30. We're at 3 out of 4 of the zones. Hazard is about to hit the polar straits. What hazard? The pH level in the water is dropping. That's okay. Oh, there's a quest thing here, I think. We'll deal with you in just a sec. Let me do... alkaline. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Just in case. Cool. What have you got? Accept the quest. Quest rewards biodiversity, coral matter, shiny bluegrass. Have water sprites play with the dolphin straight? Okay. Have water sprites play with the dolphin... Oh, so the dolphin spirit. Okay. Nice. Okay, all we need to do is just have the sprites give the dolphin spirit a little bit of attention. That's fine. We're okay with that. So, this silt storm is very, very annoying, but I don't think there's anything that we can do about it. Let's get... Oh, let's get a large... Let's get a large lure. If we can. We need orange cut grass. There we go. Yeah, get one large lure, and then that's going to bring in between 30 and... whatever it was, 40. And that will be perfect. Anything else that I want to get built here? Not really. I mean, we can... There's obviously loads of stuff that we can build. It's just a question of what is it actually that we want to build. Probably moon coral, to be honest. We can kind of build them anywhere, but I guess we'll build them over here. It's going to be quite a large investment. Ideally, we want them to be near the storage center, but not super next door. Yeah, how are we doing over here? We're doing totally fine. We're doing totally fine. The pH levels are doing good. Yeah. Great. Can't really complain. We're going to have to keep an eye on this area just to make sure that it doesn't go badly wrong afterwards. We can also get another one of those, which I will do. And, oh yeah, we get to claim our reward from that little mission. 300 coral matter is super useful. Yes, please. I would rather have that than biodiversity, because I know for a fact that we are about to get a bunch of biodiversity. There we go. 30 to 36 fish. So we're currently on 2. It's going to flip and explode. I knew it. Look at that. 6. Desiccated reef is too hot. Hold on. It's because we built all these moon corals, and the moon corals actually increase the temperature quite a lot. So let's remedy that. Biodiversity is going through the flippin' roof here. Don't mind if I do. But that takes me up to 27%. We could do with a little bit more algae. So let's go and do it. And soon we will have, I hope, a full complement of fish here. And also, I think those 2 algae things, yep, that's going to get me above 30%, which is great. I think you're ready for your first real challenge. Yeah, I feel like we've already overcome some real challenges. Okay, we need to buy a ruined zone. What is a ruined zone? Is that this area here? This is a ruined zone. Yeah, okay. Let's go and do it then. Sure. Alright, this looks not great. Clear 16 coral husks from the desolate fjord. So, coral husks are just these things. Moon corals losing health, moon coral. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, is this because it's too acidic now? Yeah, this is what I said about... There we go. About it not going crazy. Let's go and fix this. Restore, and restore. Yeah, get that all fixed. That's, yeah, entirely my bad. I knew that was going to happen. So, reclaim. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's a little... It's a little sad here. Oh. That's not ideal. Yeah, I think this is like our character, by the way. A sad sight indeed, and one I fear is becoming all too common an occurrence. This will be a great challenge, but even the smallest of creatures can move mountains if they work together. Indeed. And, yeah. That is a shame. Okay. Alright. I think that is going to put us... Oh, what's this? Ruined coral. That's a clam. Okay. Well, there's not much we can do about that, is it? It's ruined. Okay, clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. I think that's all of the husks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. We got a quest thing. Spirit. Ooh, quest rewards is Prime Reef Heart. Unlocks the ability to purchase Tier 2 zones and increases the Reef Heart's capabilities. I will do that. It isn't fair. I saved up every penny I could to finally travel and see the world. We sunk in the middle of nowhere, and now this ruin is meant to be my last resting place? I don't want to haunt somewhere like this. I need a view. Fair, honestly. Oh, where do we want to move you to? Guide the lost spirit to another biome? Sure, here? I guess? It's not a much better view, to be honest. Develop the desolate fjord to 30%. Ah, okay. That was the trade-off. The trade-off is now that we have to... I mean, maybe we could just put you... If we put you there, how about that? Would that make a difference? Also, I'm going to harvest these things, because I have not yet made a lure. A blue lure out of them. Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? You can just chill there. That's fine. That is fine. Everything is looking good. We can't get rid of this ice tile. You'll have to warm up the zone enough to melt the ice. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Let's get some more heat corals. Cool. And some more moon corals. Also, I don't have a storage facility here, do I? I do not, and I need one. Very important. Very, very, very important. Siltstorm, pretty consistently annoying, but not necessarily overly toxic or anything like that, which is quite nice. So how hot does this need to go? I presume, like, another one? Another one will be fine? Let's try. One more heat coral. We're at 24% already here, to be fair. This is kind of great. Also, the other thing that I wanted to do was... Let's go and see if we can try and craft some large blue lure. Yep, perfect. We'll do that. And whilst we're waiting for the heat thing to get built, we will build some algae over here. And we'll build some fish hollows. Also, I think we can do a little bit better on the fish hollow front. I think, with our absolutely tons of biodiversity, we can get ourselves an evolved fish hollow or a fish haven. Used to house intermediate fish. I'll get the evolved fish hollow first, I think. So it's currently a little bit hot. Yes, that's fine. We will turn that off now, which is good. And that unlocks the other wellspring, which I will take the opportunity to get that down on. Is that all that was unlocked? I think so. Also, we now have... Oh, wait, the Polar Strait. Oh, hold on. The Desolate Fjord is this one. Of course it is. It's fine. It's fine, though. Like, temperature-wise, pH levels, it's actually A-okay. It's good. It's good. Okay, here, 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 here. Okay, so that covers me everywhere. Not everywhere. Oh, it kind of extends pretty far back. Okay, that's fine. We'll get storage coral right in the center here. We will put this on as a priority, put this on as a priority, this on as a priority, and then this on as a priority as well. We got ourselves 20 coral plates. How do I make coral plates? Presumably in the crafter. But I don't have the ability to do that yet, so we'll have to just cool our jets on that front. All right, what's up here? Ruin decay. Due to the decay in the zone, the structure has a chance to lose health over time. Restoring this zone will remove this effect. Okay, so clearly we just want to try and, like, give ourselves as much of an ecosystem boost as we possibly can here. Also, this is still not in the power network, but it will be very, very soon. And as soon as it is in the power network, we will get ourselves 2 more of these suckers. Amazing. That's what we like to see. And, yeah, I mean, what do we want to build here? I guess anything. Probably algae? Probably algae. Yeah. Nice. And, oh, I didn't do any lures over here, did I? No. Lure storage. Large blue lure. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Again, biodiversity is going to absolutely flippin' explode. That's what we like to see. Have I got enough algae? I think so. I think so. Right. The good news is that we have got ourselves a great central hub. We've got loads and loads of resources. We have got resources coming out the flippin' wazoo here. This is phenomenal. Really, really, really nice. Let's go and get some fish hollows. Not too near the storage facility. There we go. I would quite like all of these to be built as soon as I possibly can. So, yep. Please make it so. Yeah, this is a difficult environment in which to work, isn't it? Also, we've now got 17 biodiversity. Amazing. Amazing. So how are we doing over here? We've got decent numbers, decent numbers, decent numbers. Nothing in this area over here. Nothing in Desolate yet. What's we don't have any fish here. That's okay. That is okay. How do I want to do this? I think we probably just want basic fish. Yeah, we probably just want basic fish in here. I've got 3 4 anemones, so let's just harvest some. Yeah, harvest some green lures. We'll make some green lures, and that'll be fine. We'll make a large one if we can. Ah, shiny. Ooh, rare turtle. Don't think the turtle can actually operate yet, but that's fine. And what if I make some fish hollows? God, this seaweed is annoying as heck. There we go. Okay, how are we doing over here? Still a bit desolate, to be honest. And by a bit, I mean it's very desolate. But that's okay. Lures. Let's use 2 oranges. And then let's use a shiny as well. Sure. I think that will be perfect. And the good news is that is going to be a new couple of fish for us, which is great. And then all we need to do is just hit that biodiversity level, and I'm going to do that with a bunch of power buildings, which will help me out long term. Very nice. How's that looking? How's this looking over here? Oh, I didn't place down the lures that I needed. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And we can actually handle 1 more. Sure. That'll do. That will do. Right, we're up to 25%. The temperature is a little spicy. We'll get a chiller right here. Another crafter? Sure, we'll throw down another crafter. I've not built a crafter in a while, so we might as well. Anything to develop this area a little bit more. Be really good. We're starting to see some fish. Ooh, there's some key bits of production that I have not exploited there. Is there anything else over here, by the way, that I've missed? Don't think so. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think these two combined will probably get me up to 30%. Amazing. And look at that. Look at that. It's now no longer ruined. which is great. Wait for the lost spirit to be guided to the reef heart. Well, that didn't take very long at all, because the lost spirit was, like, parked right there. New growth, prime reef heart. Amazing. I will absolutely do that. I doubted you could turn this place around, but you've impressed me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you to say. Remarkable. Hard to believe what has been achieved here. Indeed it is. It's even more remarkable that, of course, it was me that did it. Right. Let's go growth and prime reef heart. So we need 600 growth essence, but everything else is here. Yeah, and actually, I think we should be able to get it done really quite quickly. Like, we've got all of the pearls. The growth essence is a little bit of a... Yeah, a little bit of a misnomer, because presumably by the time that we get it all, like, moved across, we'll have pretty close to the amount that we need. I could maybe do with getting a little bit more growth essence, but, fine, whatever. It is what it is. How are we doing here? I hope that everybody's health should go back to where it needs to go. This is not a... No, this is a tier 2 zone. Are there any other tier 1 zones remaining? There's Boulder Delta. I think I'll go and unlock that. Sure, what the heck? Let's do it. And anything else? That is a tier 2 zone. It's a tier 2 zone. That's a tier 4 zone or something. That's crazy. Right, can we clear this up? Mystery cluster? Possible contents, wildlife, water effects, trash. Yeah, okay. And what about this? Oh, a water sprite is required to perform the action. We need to study the move action before we get the ability to do that. Well, okay. That's fine. But it was honestly not a super valuable area to get access to, but if it does one thing, it'll get me one additional sprout coral. Amazing. Oh, and there's now some more trash that pops up. I don't feel the need to continuously deal with that. We can drop the pH level. No, we can't, because acid coral is not something that we have access to. Not yet, anyway. Here's what I'll do. I'll get some more essence corals. There we go. So that we can start accumulating a little bit more essence on demand. Everybody's going to potentially die here, which is not really something that I want to see happen, but if it happens to four bits of coral, that's not the end of the world. I feel like I've moved all of the resources across. I really don't want to... I don't want to go in on acid. I don't want to change the production priorities to acid. I think we just want to tough it out. Yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Oh well, no matter. Get the research done. Hazard is about to target Boulder Delta. To be fair, yeah, everything's kind of miserable here. But if it's a hazard, what is it? Strong currents? I don't know what the... Oh, you got a quest for me? Give 50 coral to the lost spirit? Yeah, I mean, that's easy. And Boulder Delta's experiencing a heat wave. Well, you know what? I tell you what, we chose an absolutely fantastic time to dip and get out of Boulder Delta. There's a huge number of problems, and it doesn't particularly matter. Let's wait that out. Let's also get the research done on the old growth coral, and then we'll be able to move right along. Right, the research has been done. Before we evolve the reef heart, I'm going to real quick just get the acid coral, which, honestly, I mean, look at the speed of this. Look at the speed of that. That's fantastic. I've also got, like, loads and loads and loads of biodiversity spare, so that's really, really nice. A good position to be in. We're going to get another evolution, which is good, and that, I think, is going to allow us to expand our reaches to tier 2 areas. Okay, study the sea turtle cove and turtle grass, build a sea turtle cove, build turtle grass, and lure 2 sea turtles. Easy peasy. I think we can make that happen. That should be very, very doable. So it's here. 500 growth essence, 100 pearls, 20 coral plates. Yeah, those coral plates those coral plates. We've got some more coral plates. Coral refinery. That's what we need. Unlocks coral refinery, a structure that makes coral plates. Okay, get to work on that. A sprite post. Unlocks a sprite post, assigns a water sprite to automatically do sprite actions in that zone. That's pretty nice, I suppose. A radiant reef heart. That's the next level. Okay, so clearly we're unlocking more and more tech tree as we go. That's nice. Right, acid coral is being completed. Coral refinery is being completed. Let's do acid coral here. What does it need to be lowered to? We need like 5 of these, I think. Sure. We'll get more if we need. Yes, I know there's the dead ones. Also, we now have the ability to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more sprites, which I will absolutely take the opportunity to do. You're fine, great. And, yep, there we go. To be honest, I don't even need to bother with that last one. Cool. Okay, that puts me in a lovely position. We'll get that over there. We will get a little bit of a network expansion. I think I might have picked up the wellspring or the sprite well. No, it wasn't a sprite well, was it? It was a sprite coral. That's fine. Okay, good. Let's go and get a coral refinery. Let's go and get the coral refinery right here, next to our storage facility. Don't mind if I do. Seems like a pretty sensible thing. Let's also see if we can try and get ourselves some more research. Is there going to be a lot of stuff that needs coral plates? Yeah, pretty much everything is going to require coral plates, I fear. Yeah, everything is coral plates. Everything is coral plates. Okay, well, no matter. We will just build another coral refinery. And another one as well. Yeah, I mean, if in doubt, just build more. And then we'll see what we're working with. We'll see what the production is looking like. So, you're literally just going to take in coral, and you're going to output coral plates. This could be a bit dangerous, because we could end up with a situation where we lose a whole bunch of coral matter, and therefore don't have enough of it to sort of sustain ourselves, but that's okay. Can be reclaimed. Sure, reclaim this. Yeah, this can have water effects. So there is a risk to unlocking that trash, but I'll take that. I'll take that chance. Right, so there's a lot of stuff that has been unlocked with those coral plates now. The evolved moon coral, presumably going to give me additional energy. The evolved sprout coral, that's pretty good. I like that a lot. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to get that first, because if we could get this upgraded, if we could get more sprout coral on the go, I feel personally that that would be a pretty good thing to do. So we'll go and do that. Any more sprites need to be animated? I don't think so. I think we've captured them all. Captured all the eggs. Moon coral. What's the issue here? Are you not in the zone? I feel like you should be. Yeah. Almost certainly sure you should be. There we go. Let's see, I guess. Oh, no, apparently you were not. Okay, well, it's a good thing that I checked, because that was definitely a good find. Nice. 1, 2. I'll take it. That's brilliant. Evolved structures can be built over existing smaller structures of the same type. Absolutely, that is what I want to do. So, maybe I feel like I don't really care that much about the clams. It's mostly just the coral matter, which might be a problem. A vent coral. Unlocks the vent coral, an advanced energy producer placed on hydrothermal vents. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll take that too. I know I'm supposed to be going after sea turtles and whatnot, but, like, I mean, come on. Also, maybe I want to get some more... Ironically enough, maybe I want to get some more growth essence. Like, that's kind of my limiting factor right now. Is there a, There is an evolved growth essence coral. I don't hate that at all. Right, evolved sprout coral. Let's put this down here. This is going to produce 3 per hour as opposed to... Oh, no. Yeah, it produces 6 per hour as opposed to 4 per hour. But the energy upkeep is 30. Holy cow. That's quite a lot. Also, the cost of just, like, building this is tremendous. Like, it's really, really large. I dread to think how long it would take to supply all of these resources if we weren't building literally right next to a storage facility. Okay, we're going to have to be a little bit careful about when we decide to deploy that. But that's okay. Hey, at least we know. At least we've got the option. That's completely fine. Right, a vent coral to produce a lot of power. 50. I will take it. Can we... Oh, no, it's not those vents. It's these vents. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that's going to give me a lot of relatively cheap power. I say cheap. It's not technically cheap in the sense that... Yeah, it's not technically cheap in the sense that it doesn't cost a lot, because it does cost a lot, but... It's condensed into a small area. I think that's the only thing that I can possibly say about it, because it's not actually that cheap at all. Right, let's go and do the sea turtle stuff. I think that is a good time to do it. Absolutely. And we still don't have enough growth essence. But we will have enough soon. Cool. Very nice, very nice. We need a few more plates as well. Coral plates. And we need to get stuff delivered to here. Which... Yeah, I tell you what, this is probably... If we were to get a sprite post, it will restore, clean, and harvest. That would be super useful because it means that we could always have a sprite allocated here doing a bunch of the harvesting actions. I think that's probably what we're going to have to move to in the future. Let's pause that for now. We'll finish building the vent coral, and then we'll press on with our research, I think. Alrighty, the research for the Sea Turtle Cove and Turtle Grass has been built. Has been finished. The real question is, where do we want to build this? We can build this wherever we want. I mean, ironically enough, this is our highest, like, development area, the Polar Strait. Maybe we'll try building it out here. No, because this area always has the sandstorm. Tell you what, why don't we build it in... Why don't we build it in this area? So what, we get turtle grass, and then we get a... I guess a couple of those? And then we lure some sea turtles. And the way that we lure sea turtles, there is a chance to get them with a shiny. Yeah, so if we take a whole bunch of the shiny stuff, if we do... What's the action here? It's harvest. That's fine. Whoops. Yeah, if we do harvest on a bunch of these, sure, to be fair, just harvest them all. That's fine. Get all of that done. So this is going to give me seagrass. Okay. And then now we can house up to 10 sea turtles. Lures are used by using the green lure. Turtles are lured by using the green lure after studying their growth. Oh, do I need to study... Do we need to study something? Oh, yeah. Evolved Sea Turtle Cove. How do I study their growth? Actually, to be fair, I think I have, like, discovered... I think I've researched their growth, so that's fine. So we have a percentage chance to lure them. A 10% chance with a shiny, and a 0.5% with a large. Yeah, we're gonna build a few shinies. To be fair, even if we do end up... I mean, we could not get a sea turtle. Whales have been spotted heading towards the reef. Is that a good thing? I presume we like whales. Right, shiny green lures. Let's do it. Right, so there's a 10% chance for a rare turtle. Oh, snap. I forgot. Yeah, we should probably get some more fish hollows down here as well, given that I've just tried to... Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. We got a turtle. 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 Hello, hello, hello. No, come back. Come back. Come back. Okay, we did it. You've disappeared out over there, but I think you're going to come back. The important thing is that we've done it. Great news. Okay, flourishing. Own 3 tier 2 zones. Develop 6 out of 8 zones to 30% development. We're actually, like, this is on 58. That's crazy. This is on 39. The boulder zone we've done basically nothing with. Oh, but that is a new type of grass that I have not got access to yet. So let's go and get that sorted. And then let's get some fish hollows down here. And there we go. Some more of those. That seems pretty good. How are we doing over here? Yep, we still have a bunch of fish that haven't been looked after. Hey, 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 look at that. Up to 38% already. Okay, so owning tier 2 zones. Forsaken Dunes, we do not have that yet. We don't have access. Look at all these turtles. This is great. This is great. This a tier 2 zone? It looks like a tier 2 zone. Let's purchase it for 10. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, big rock. Yeah, so is that a tier 2 zone? I mean, it doesn't... It's not contributed to our counter there, so I don't know about that. Prime reef hearts. What about down here? Rocky outcrop, prime reef hearts. Yeah, so I'm not sure why that's not counting towards my Oh, this is a tier 2 zone apparently. Okay, that's good. We like that. We like that. I am out of points to spend. That's not necessarily the end of the world. I guess this must have been just a tier 1 zone. That's fine. Okay, no matter. No matter, no matter. However, the thing about tier 2 zones... Oh, wait, hold on. I completely forgot. I've got more... There we go, gray grass. Oh, maybe there's nothing else to discover here? Have we got all... Yeah, we've got all the stuff with the tier 1. However, apparently in tier 2 zones, there are better lure materials. Doesn't look like there's much value here as a sprout node. Yeah, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can still... The heck is that? Arid reef? That requires another level of growth. Oh, that's like a structure over there. What's going on over here? Wildlife quest? Sure. Study the jellyfish defense growth. Okay, fine. We'll do that. I can't say that I know where that is. Global improvements, cold resistance, 5 biodiversity requires the snow crab. Okay. Carrying capacity. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Sea urchin defense, jellyfish defense. We need 5 biodiversity in order to do that. I mean, what's the best way of getting more biodiversity? I tell you the best way to do it. It's Fish Haven. Yeah. I think that's what we want to... do. How are we doing for algae over here? Not great, honestly. Let's pop back into here. This is just on the borderline of too hot, actually. So then we'll just turn that off. Cool, because that was a cold one by default anyway. Okay, so I think how many fish do I have here? I mean, to be fair, there's like a lot of areas that I could really do with just like cranking up the fish numbers. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do over here. So, grab this. Fish hollow. Yep, 4 more. Let's do it. And then just any, like, large lure, I think. Yeah, red lure. That'll be perfect. We'll plonk you down. And that should get me a couple of additional biodiversity points, which will allow me to get the next level of research, which I think we want to... be Fish Haven? No, because that's intermediate fish, and we don't have intermediate fish yet. So, Fish Hollow. Yes. So this is going to allow us to store more fish, which I think is going to be quite useful. Maybe the evolved anemone, potentially, if I wanted to get more stuff. pH levels are too high. This is... no, they're too low. Alkaline. Yep, do that. Get that built. That should be built really, really rapidly. And once it's built, we should have no issues whatsoever. Which is grand. I need to go back to Boulder Delta. But I'm really going to try and make Boulder Delta... yeah, my high tier zone. Let's go to harvest. Yeah, cool. Harvest all these things. Yeah, all that grass. That's completely fine. Yeah, so I think we've got nothing here at the moment. No big deal. Orange grass. We've discovered and explored all of these, so that's completely fine. We'll get 2 large... we got 4 large grey grass, actually. And then with our new house, the evolved fish house stores 80 fish. Oh, that's so useful. So then I think we want to just try and get 2 of these. Yeah, which will stress the system a little bit. Maybe an additional moon coral. That'll go some of the ways to fixing that. This area can now store a ridiculously large amount of fish. And I think I will literally just plop down all of my large lures. Yep, let's do it. We got any other large lures? We can get 2 more. We can get some red ones. That's cool. Let's also get another moon coral over here so that we can make sure that this fish hollow is incorporated fully. There we go. Okay, we might have some fish without a home because we are going to be luring quite a lot. But I think that will be completely fine. Oh, a hazard is about to target the archipelago. Do we know what hazard yet? Don't think so. We're full of clams. Let's see. Well, whatever it is, we've got the resources to immediately act. pH level is rising. It's fine. We'll build... is it alkaline? No, sorry, acid. That's it. That's the one. Okay, go and build like 3 over here. Yeah, great. Okay, that shouldn't be too problematic. This is all looking real good. And go lures. We're not building. Yeah, we are building. There we go. Come on. Get the job done. Right. How many will we need? We might actually need a few more after this. Oh, you're out of power, are you? Really? Oh, are we at maximum power? Yeah, we're at maximum power consumption here. That's what we call a problem. Moon coral. Yeah, go build just a bunch more of these. We should do something about our power. To be fair, we do have the hydrothermal, like, vents. But yeah, that's not exactly ideal, to be honest. Yeah, now everybody is starting to be unhappy here. And also there's a temperature issue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we're gonna go chill. Oh, is that because everything got denatured here? I think it kind of is. Not great. Not great. Can we fix this power situation, please? Yeah, there's just too much algae corals in the zone to feed them. Yes, I know. I know. There's not a huge amount of stuff that I can actually do about this. Yeah, just everything is starting to completely break down here. And it's because of these corals over here, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that it is. Moon coral. Yeah, okay. Prioritize this. Prioritize that, right? If we prioritize this, then that will restore... that will restore the chilling effect. Are you even working? I don't think this is even working. We can't even restore because we haven't balanced the pH values. I mean, how much power do you actually consume? You only consume 3. So if I just got like 2 moon corals around here, and we just banged up the priority on all of them, that would actually work? Probably. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So pH levels, where are they sitting at now? Still way too high. Yeah, I think, okay, I think there's just going to be a complete ecological breakdown in this sector. What I think I also should probably do... yeah, I don't think that's going to make a difference, to be honest, because we just don't have power. Yeah, okay, well, that's not ideal, is it? That's not ideal at all. Turns out, hazards, they suck. They absolutely flippin'... They suck. They suck. It's almost certainly worth having, like, a couple of chill corals, a couple of heat corals in every sector that I can just sort of, like, toggle on and off depending on the situation. We're quite fortunate that we didn't actually lose much biodiversity there, so that's good. Radiant Heart Reef, no. Fish Hollow. Oh, yeah, I needed to do some more luring over here. There we go. Yeah, get that done. So more luring. That will give me more biodiversity. It should have a lot more biodiversity, actually. And I actually think we can get even more lures. I'd love to get a large, if at all possible. Ah, shiny. Ah, whatever. Just like throw them all down. I'm not actually that bothered about what it is. Like, we'll have the ability to store any type of fish. And we can store them in very, very large quantities, which is excellent. Okay, yeah, this zone, sadly, completely lost. Wow. I cannot believe how quickly that turned around. I probably could have done more to save that. Absolutely could have, but, I mean, that was still really, really quick. Yeah, so there's nothing else that we can get here that is... that we can use in the construction of lures, unfortunately. Is there anything else that we can... Oh. Where did they all die? Don't know where they all died. Well, that's not good, whatever it is, wherever they died. Yeah, where do we want to get ourselves another tier 2 prime reef heart? I think this is tier 2. Yeah, this is definitely tier 2. So let's go and get that. And it's actually on the border of the really difficult area to deal with. Okay, let's go expand out here. That's a vent, which I will utilize. Vent coral. Yep, perfect. Let's get a storage coral right over here. That's nice. That's really nice. And then, of course, the big main attraction of this entire establishment is this thing. Absolutely. Okay. Also, I think maybe this zone, even though it was 30% at some point, I think that counts towards... that counts towards the objective. Study the jellyfish defense. Can I do that now, actually? I think I might be just a little bit short of biodiversity. That's okay. We're gonna get loads. Gonna get loads of biodiversity here. What's the issue? Oh, pH levels. I keep flipping forgetting to check. So we need to increase the pH levels by like 1, 2, 3, 4 to be on the safe side. Okay, this prioritized, this prioritized, this prioritized, and this prioritized. Yeah, go and do all of that. Should be no issues getting that all done before everybody starts to get really, really unhappy. Because thankfully, the closer that we get to the optimal pH value, the slower we start to lose a bunch of HP. Oh, that's annoying. We lost our critical moon coral here. There we go. So you need to get prioritized right up at the top there. Cool. Great. Nice. Okay. Just saved this. What have you got? I will accept the quest. What would you like me to do? Harvest sandgrass. Oh, is that a new Is that new? Is there a new type of lure stuff here? I don't know. Seahorse request. That's seaweed. Ah, sandgrass. Yes, we've got it. Can't harvest it because it's not fully grown. Okay, but it's here. It's here. There is sandgrass. I think this is... Is this different from the orange stuff? It looks kind of different from the orange stuff. I guess we'll wait and see. Okay, this is good. Let's get you restored. Let's get you restored as well. Get you restored. 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 Yeah, nice. And then... bump this up to a top priority. Smashing. And... did I get algae over here? I've got some algae. Yeah, we're going to have a really, really, really large operation here. Also, we clearly need way more pearls. I think the way that we're... I did have loads of pearls here, didn't I? Yeah, I think the way that we're going to do that is we're going to pick a new zone. This one over here, for example. And we're just going to build some pearls in this area. I need to bring power down. How am I going to do that? Power is going to have to come... Where the heck is the power going to come from? To be fair, we could have like a little self-sufficient power operation here. So pH levels are going to have to come down. So that means that we're going to have to use acid. Yeah, we'll have to get 1, 2, 3, 4. And they all use 3 power each. That means we're going to need like 1, 2, 3 at least. I'm just going to leave that there. I don't love that at all, to be honest with you, but it's good enough for now. This, I'm going to pause. Have I got 2? That's 2 fish hollows. Yeah, that's fine. Pause the fish hollow, get all this other stuff built. No big deal. And then, oh, yes, you're ready to be harvested. Yeah, let's do that. And let's do that. Large orange grass. See, that's different from sandgrass. Sandgrass is new. Vent coral is in play. Lovely stuff. That's looking nice. Okay, so we've harvested the sandgrass. You are going to go to the reef heart. And are we able to craft... Oh, we're able to craft some more stuff. Yes, absolutely. Sandgrass. This is cool. This is really, really cool. So, they live in fish havens, octopus dens, or seahorse nests. We do not have any of those things. That's fine, though. We will, and we will soon. The other thing that I can now do is I can probably get 400 growth essence or 600 large coral matter. Shame I wasn't offered pearls there. Shame I wasn't offered pearls. Boulder Delta is almost running out of algae to feed the fish. It's okay. Let's go and get some more algae corals. No big deal. Yeah. If we're not gonna... How are we doing down here? Storage corals being stressed. Yeah, if we need more pearls, like, short term, I think we're just gonna get some additional clams here. Yeah. It's not really super... it's not really super useful, I suppose. Well, no, it's not unuseful. It just means that we can get the job done a lot more rapidly, I think. Also, we can now... I've already got a crafting slot allocated for you. That's fine. Alright, I'll craft some more some sand lures. That's good. We will do some harvest actions on all of these. All of these. There we go. Good. Anything else after a harvest? Yeah, let's get all of those so that I can just basically get a whole bunch of lures down. That will be really, really handy. Okay, loads and loads of additional clams. Look at the difference. Look at the discrepancy. Fully stored on coral matter. And yet pearls were just not where we need to be yet. No matter. We'll get the evolved fish hollow, which is going to be really, really useful. Get some more sandgrass whilst I'm at it. Get a Evolved sprouts? It's going to be 150 pearls. There's too many pearls, to be honest. We'll just go for a basic sprout coral over there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, if we get this built, basically as soon as we do get this built, where is it? Lures here. Yeah, we can go. Tell you what, sea turtle request, study the jellyfish growth. I will get one more point of biodiversity. There we go, perfect. And then we will get the jellyfish defense. We'll start researching that right now, so that we can get that sorted. Boulder Delta is almost running out of algae. Yep, don't worry, we're on top of our pearl situation. We should be on top of our pearl situation very, very soon, which is nice. Awaiting pearls. This area is too alkaline. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm really trying. But we just need more pearls. And I'm kind of just, yeah, kind of just going to have to deal with that. You have no biodiversity gain. Try attracting more wildlife. Yep, don't worry. That's not a problem. We can manage, and I'll attract you. And have we got the ability to build any more things? Yes, I do. Let's build some large. But of course, it is all contingent on our... It's all contingent on our pearl stocks. All contingent on our pearl stocks. Which are looking not so good. Tell you what, let's prioritize this. There we go. Prioritize all of these. Great. We might just manage to get the pH under control. We might just manage. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. There we go. There we go. One or two more. There we go. We've done it. Okay, so we do have a completely sort of like separate grid over here. But it's working. It's working. You've completed the quest that the sea turtle gave you. 100 pearls. Amazing. And 5 biodiversity, which I really, really need. Jellyfish defense. What does that actually do for me? The ability for the sea turtle to defend against jellyfish. Oh, okay. Nice. That's cool. Anything else that I want to get done right now? Oh, yeah. Fish Haven. Let's go and get the Fish Haven done so that I can start cranking up my biodiversity with those special lures. Hazard is about to hit Boulder Delta. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm going to play it safe, probably, and just build probably some, like, chill corals. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to have to wait long, are we? But I'll build some chill corals right now. Right, what is it? It's experience... What is this? Is it pH? Acidity wave. Right, so that's going to start dropping it. I need to get alkaline. Probably 4. Let's disable that. Disable that. And it won't completely wipe out my pearls, but it will take me quite close. Priorityify all of this. Yep, get that done. So nobody loses any HP. Everybody should be within the grid. And I'm just going to, like, sort out the issue before it becomes problematic. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. And then we just need to make sure at the end of the wave that we can fix that. That's good. That is good. How many fish are here? Not a whole heck of a lot, unfortunately. 3 large. Let's get 2 of those. Good. And let's enable the construction of that. Okay, so that will get me up to a good place. We will get a fish haven here. Yep, let's do it. Actually, you know what? Let's can't see. Let's reclaim this. Yeah, let's reclaim this so that I don't have to waste the pearls. And instead, we'll just get the fish haven and tier 2 lures. That's what I'm after. Between 10 and 12, intermediate. They prefer the barren biome. Okay, well, it's fine. And then we'll throw this down, and let's see it in action. So the fish haven should store between 10 and 12. So let's get a few more fish havens, actually. 1, 2. Sure. And then we'll get even more to come. We need to build more fish hollows, apparently. That's fine. We'll build some regular fish hollows. That'll probably be enough. Nice, look at that. An olive... Look at how much biodiversity I've got. Amazing. That's really, really good. So now we can start doing some proper flipping research. And you know what? Let's get the evolved clam. I clearly need more clam production, so let's not mess around. Getting this zone to 30, is that doable? Is that what we want to do? I think so. I think so. Yeah. You've got 0. Sure, so we can plop down two more lures. Go sandgrass. We can't even get uncommon, shiny, etc. That's fine. Sandgrass. Sandgrass, sure. Yoink it all. Collect it all. And then just get the regular lures down. That's fine. One lure. Yeah, fine, and... Oops. Yeah, we'll get the second one down in just a sec. Cool. What's going on? Coral matter is essential for building. How about building 2 sprout corals? Sure. I mean, I try to build them, like, as regularly as I can anyway, so that's great. I was in the right location there. That's good. That's good. Great. I'm up to 26 flipping biodiversity. Amazing. Desolate estuary is almost running out of algae. We will fix that. Not with the acid coral. That would be quite bad. There we go. Okay. Have we done the evolved clams? We absolutely have. Evolved clam is brand new. Let's go and plonk you... Let's plonk 2 of them down here. This seems fine. I think we can just about build 2 of them. So that'd be kind of nice. 2 alkaline. Yep. This is what we expected. Disable, 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 and disable. Nice. Okay. Also, apparently there's some fish issues. I think it's probably with, like, the fish havens just being a little bit oversupplied there. But that's not necessarily the end of the world. Okay, so we need to get you up to level 30. That should be easy enough for us to do, to be honest. What do I want to build? That's a great question. I mean, we can really build pretty much anything. Maybe we just build some more moon corals. Sure. It will increase the temperature a little bit. And if it does that, completely fine. Because we just throw down one of these bad boys, and that should be enough. Again, unfortunately, we're out of pearls. We're out of pearls. It's like everything is switched around from the early game when we had loads and loads and loads of pearls and no coral matter. Now it is basically entirely vice versa. But we've got some pretty large evolved clams that should be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting from now on. So that's great. That's nice. Happy with that. This is now 30. We're up to 7 out of 8. Brilliant. Also, yep, did I notice that this area was getting hot? I sure as heck did. That is why I want to place a chill coral. We'll make sure that that is prioritized, just so that that gets built just before anybody starts to completely freak out. Yep, great. And then the other zone that I want to make 30, what do I want to do? Where do I want to do it? What do we got up here? Oh, this is so close. It's so close to just, like, being perfect. Yeah, let's just build, like, 3, 4, 5, etc. Of these moon corals. And I honestly think that that's probably going to be enough. Maybe need to get another chill coral, just because the moon coral does have a secondary effect of heating up the water ever so slightly. So you can have too much of a good thing. It is definitely possible. But doesn't really matter for us. Hey, look at that. We're officially flourishing. Looks like it's time to investigate another one of those unfortunate zones. Okay, buy another ruined zone. Like up here? No, that's not ruined. It's just dark. There is a... This is a... Yeah, this looks a bit This looks nasty down here. Let's go and buy it. Oh, joy. More skeletons. Clear a whole bunch of coral husks. Fine. Let's just do a nice big fell swoop of this. Another fell swoop of that. Yeah, lots of coral husks. But thankfully, we've got lots and lots of workers, so it should be done pretty quickly. The big old bones in the center here. Bit spoopy. Let's get you reclaimed. Great. Structure needs to be cleaned first. Okay. It's fine. Clean, clean, clean. Alright. Yeah, some more bones. Some sad scenes, unfortunately. Yeah. Not ideal. Shaking your head. It's not good. Never thought I'd see this place again. So still, so lifeless. To think I once called this place home. Now what? Nothing but a graveyard. Indeed, indeed. I need to speak with you. I know this place was once my home. You lived here. I was born here. Visited many reefs. Excellent. Okay. So, we need to clean 3 coral husks from the Forsaken Dunes. That's this place. And I've just got another 3 to go. These are the remaining 2. So let's go and get this... Go and get this done. And see what our next objective is. Also, there's like some big hole down here. Tundra Strait. I don't know what it is, but... There we go. Complete the Ruin Zone Lost Spirit quest. You're here. Accept the quest. Are you going to tell me to move... Are you going to tell me to move locations? Or do you want to move to a different place? Pontus, my love. Is it really you? I think this guy's... Yeah, this guy's Pontus here. Cove. Cove. How are you still here? Seeing our home was destroyed was more than I could bear. I hope that one day I could see it flourish again. That thought kept my spirit here. That, and hoping maybe somehow you would survive and I might see you once more. I almost didn't. There are days I wish I hadn't. Oh, I see. Okay, that's sad. But at least he's reunited? Anyway, we're doing what we can to make the ocean a better place, which I feel is nice. Okay, good. What have you got me to do? Develop the Forsaken Dunes to 50%. That, I mean, to be honest, I don't think that's crazy at all. I mean, it's clearly very, very doable. Let's go and get as much land covered as we possibly can. There we go. There we go. And yeah, what was the threshold that ended up cleaning all this this rock off? I think it was like 30%, I think it was. Once we hit that, we ended up getting everything working again, which was kind of nice. Let's make some fish out. Let's make some fish happen out here. We'll get is there any type of lure stuff down here? I don't think so. Build some sprout corals. Nice. Oh yeah, we'll build some vents over there as well. Yeesh, that is quite expensive, but that's okay. Also, there's one very important building that I have yet to build over here, which I really, really do need to build as a priority. In fact, there's 2 buildings that I need to build as a priority. One is the Sprite Well. The other is the storage facility. Okay, 50%. That is what we are after. 50, 50, 50%. And let's build an evolved fish hollow. Let's build sea turtle. And what was the other thing that we need to build? It was turtle grass. Yeah. That was... Okay, so that's like all of the development that we basically need to do. Boiled down into... There we go. Into a pretty precise build order, I feel. I reckon with my current infrastructure here, if we finish all of the build stuff, it'll probably take me to like maybe 35% or so. So that wouldn't be bad. Let's also build some more coral refineries. Sure, we'll build 2 more coral refineries. That's nice. Build 2 sprout coral. Oh, yeah. Do I have another sprout coral build location? I don't think I do. Yeah, I guess I can build them over here. Moon coral, and we're going to need to get this area chilled first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll throw this all in as a priority. Yeah, it's kind of like a million miles away from basically anywhere, but not much that I can do about that. Also, this is now going to get super hot. So let's build that as a priority as well. There we go. That's good. So we can fix that, because that cannot change. This is now looking amazing. This looks great. Well, maybe not so great, actually. Hold on, which side of the border did I build them on? That's fine. This is still too hot, though. Wow. Wow, it's really hot in here. Okay, priorityify that as well. And this area is... Oh, no. I built that on the wrong side of the border as well. Oh, for goodness sake. Potato, what are you doing? Right, go and build that. Top priority, please. There we go. That's much better. Hopefully we've done that before everything dies here. There we go. Back under control. We're at 24%. A little bit more infrastructure here. And we will be golden. Acidity. It's fine. Build a crafter. Sure. What is that? The evolved fish hollow. Yeah, let's go and do some lures. Sure, just any. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Cool. Do it all. And let's also get some... I've not built any anemones in a while. Let's go and build a good couple of them. Yeah, what the heck. Let's make it happen. Okay, so 24%. Where's the nearest storage hub? Nearest storage hub is over there. That's okay. And then this area is ready for expansion whenever it happens. Probably want to do priorityify that just so that we can finish the sprout coral quest. Just because it's going to take, like, no time at all. And now we have got the fish hollow. Let's see if we can start placing down some lures. Nice. Let's do it. Okay, claim your reward at the reef heart for that. 100 coral matter, 3 biodiversity. That's fine. That's fine. Better than a slap in the face with a wet fish, as I will always say. Sullied is in need of cleaning. I don't think I can clean yet. Also, we've passed the 30% threshold, which is really, really nice. Means that we now have some slightly more good-looking rocks on which to build, which is real nice. How are we doing here? 20 wildlife. Beautiful. Shiny blue lures. Let's get more. Excellent. We could always do with some more biodiversity. We're already at 40%. Look at that. Exceptional. Also, I need some shiny green grass if I want to lure in some turtles, which I categorically want to do. Let's go and do some harvest quests. Harvest quests. To be fair, I could just do with like... loads and loads and loads of grass. That is almost certainly an irresponsible amount of grass harvesting that I'm doing. But we're going to do it nonetheless. Because I do be needing it. I do be needing it. Seagrass. Orange. Shiny. What's the one that gives me the turtle? It's this. It's this. 10% chance. That's good enough for me. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And blue lure. Hold on, cancel that. Give me the large blue lure instead. I'm going to try and do this efficiently as possible. Also, yeah, I need to just get, like, the tiny little lures, the sea glass lures. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we should not have any clownfish or anything that uses the small lure, so that's fine. That's very nice. And then seagrass. Large sand lures. Oh, yeah, that's going to require... Ooh, verdant grass. That's new. That's very new. So we clearly just restored this sector, and now we've got this verdant grass. That's going to be really, really nice. It's going to take like 30 seconds to harvest it because... Yeah. Kind of ridiculously overworking everybody here, but that's fine. Restore that. Restore that. Let's get... What do we want to get? We'll get some fish havens here. Yep. That sounds amazing. Get all of those fish havens there. And that will allow me to start and hopefully get some new stuff with this verdant grass. 36 wildlife. You have to lure one. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a shiny. I will also take a large as well, if I can find one more bit of verdant grass. Yep, we'll do it. We will do it. I did say that I wanted large green grass. That's not what I want. I did say that I wanted turtles in this sector. And to be fair, I can still get turtles. That's absolutely possible. 2 shinies. Yep, let's do it. So that's going to probably bring turtles into this area, which is just cool as heck. And then a little bit more verdant green grass. For a large banger. Thank you very much. And that'll be fine. So an octopus den and a crab shelter. We do not have either of those things. But we will have them... We will have them soon. Can we even get them? Crab shelter, crabgrass, octopus den, 800 growth essence. How is that the thing that I have a shortage of? Probably because it's just all sitting around. We're not doing anything with it. I guess we can try and get an octopus den. That'd be kind of fun. And we'll have all the growth essence. We've got it all. We've got it absolutely all. That's kind of bonkers. Let's get some more essence coral. Yes, I realize it's just like the level 1 basic stuff. But, you know, more research backlogged is more research backlogged, and that's super powerful. We are absolutely at our, like, limit. We just have too few builders to deal with all of the stuff that we need to do. But that's okay. Oh, look, we got some turtles here. Nice. It actually worked out. Brilliant. That's really nice. So, are we just about ready? Do I want to wait until we get the octopus den before I attempt to lure? I think I do. I think I do. And you know what? We'll get the octopus den researched, and then we'll immediately go into the crab shelter as well. Octopus den, octopus grass. So octopus grass. Octopus grass. Let's get 2 of them. And then, I don't know, I guess 2 of these as well. Yeah, and hey, look, it all helps me build towards that that level of 50% development, which is pretty good. Lots and lots of research points are required for the crab. So let's not wait for the crab. What do you need? Accept the quest, shiny frozen lure, some plates, place 2 coral refineries, build 6 fish havens. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we'll do all of that over the course of time. Let's go and get a large verdant grass. We can't lure the crab shelter. That's okay. We'll get shiny verdant as well. We'll get a regular, and we'll get... Oh, no, we will not get large sand. That's not what we're going to do, because otherwise we would have too much stuff. Are we out of power? Yeah, we're absolutely out of power. And I'm going to just build some more thingies down here. Should probably try and get some research done to fix my power situation, but alas, I'm not going to worry about that. Biodiversity, going through the flipping roof. This is great. Do we have any octopuses yet? We do. We absolutely do. Where are you? Where are you? I don't see you. That's not an octopus. That's a sprite. Don't see any octopus yet. Also, don't turtles, like, hunt octopuses? I think they might. Oh, where is it? Octopus. Octopus. Yeah, we're positive for turtles, positive for octopuses. Yeah, I don't see them. Also, we definitely need more algae here as well. Let's do it. We're up to 50%. There we go. We are at 50%. The lost spirit wants to say goodbye. Oh, that's sad. You could just stick around, though. Yeah. Never thought I'd see you again. Now I don't want to let you go. Please forgive my failures. You and I are no longer the same world. You brought this place back to life. There's nothing to be forgiven for. There never was. Your place is here now. With the work. Let me move on. Oh, that's sad. Very, very sad indeed. Goodbye, spirit. And thanks for sticking around, Pontus. Much appreciated. Good little fish. Fish spirit. Spirit fish. Yeah. Nice. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Very, very cool. Cleaning is a sprite action that you can study. Yeah, we can do that. Also, yes, things are getting hot here. I realize that. Let's do 1, 2. Priority. Priority. Cool. Forsaken Dunes is too hot. That's where I am. We have unhoused wildlife. Yeah, I probably do. That's okay. Complete the Lost Rune Spirit Quest. We can do that. Literally right there. New growth, Radiant Reef Heart. Amazing. So that is presumably... Yep, right here. So 900 growth essence, 600 pearls, 300 coral plates. And there's still at least another one. Finalize the Reef Heart up there. Okay, very cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap this up right about now. I've been really looking forward to this game. It's really, really good. I think it's just such an untraditional city builder, but it's got so many, like, really great systems. I love the power system. I love the sort of biodiversity system. I like how that's all tied into research. I think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. And, as I say, I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, and it really builds on the, demo that I played on the channel, oh, a long time ago now. But, yeah, really, really great, fun little game. Definitely advise checking it out. Link down in the description below. Thank you ever so much to Quesado Games for sponsoring this video. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.